Without a label, who would I be? A twig, maybe because I'm skinny. A nerd, because I'm smart and have good grades. Or maybe a weeb, because I'm an Emmy fan. Why can't I just be me? Jamari, Mari, Sai Sai. Why do I have to be a twig or a nerd or a weeb? Why can't I just be me? Why can't I be skinny, smart, and an anime fan and still be Jamari, Mari, or Sai Sai?
I wouldn't consider myself as a label or the world giving me a label. Some might give me a label of my mother's daughter. However, I am me. I am my own person. I can do my own thing. If the world didn't give me a label, I would be unknown. But the question is, would I still be Kezia? Would I be she, her, hers, Miss, Mrs.? Would I still be the same person people know me as? Of course I would, because I would be trained by the same spirit and people who taught me.
The movie of mine, Square Love, represents the body and the love we want. The body all girls imagine of having and the love we all wish to have. They say be skinny, be just right, don't love too hard, but be enough to be loved. Love, love, skinny, skinny. Something we all want, but once you are who you wish to be, then who are you? Now you are not you. You could be big, small, skinny, fat. That is you, not wrong in this world. I am skinny. I am black and I am proud. I am me. I am me, the little girl that is proud of her color and her body and her shape. Beyond what people see, I am me. There is no one I'd rather be than me. I am skinny, black, and proud. I have kinks and curls, but no blue eyes, but I'm still me.
The danger of giving up your innocence. It's a word that I definitely can't describe myself with anymore. Problem is, it's my fault. I gave it up like a mother who didn't know her son was gonna be enough to keep her safe, enough to keep her kid, keep his siblings safe, enough to help provide because that child's father had left. I took that little word called innocence and I threw it as far as I could into the ocean of this thing called the world. I made that deal with the earth to make me happy, but all I got was more pain and one strand of sunshine that I hope will be enough to complete my life.
We've all heard the phrase selling your soul because apparently celebs do it all the time. Hashtag Illuminati. And we all know the idea of giving up your heart because it's one of the most priceless things on your person. It's how we show love. But have you carelessly given away your friendship or your mind for a friend? Have you turned into a yes man drone to the point where you've forgotten how to say the word no? Sending pictures of homework and answers because being considered selfish and a teacher's pet or rule follower is worse than having no friends. Sitting around aimlessly for a text back or a phone call, wasting precious battery because you knew you had to initiate the conversation. Have you ever found yourself forgetting common decency or kindness as you make comment after comment that was more bullying than joke so you can get a laugh knowing that with every word you withered away, a shell of who you once were? For being authentic and alone was worse than being a robot with friends.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the truth meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that I have a dream that my four little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
I hold my mother's hand and comfort her as she goes through the life of isms, racism, sexism, ageism, colorism, genderism, economicism, and many other isms that she has to go through every day. To my sister, Mae Jensen, first Black astronaut that traveled through space and made me believe Black little girls do rock in space. She circled the earth 8 days to complete that greatness has no limit. The skies is your heaven. My Black is beautiful. Stand up, my Black people, and be counted. Cast your ballots and let your voices be heard. The Black Lives Matter movement made me realize I'm still fighting for my freedom, equal justice, and racial discrimination. My brothers are still being shot in the back like wild animals. My sisters are being abused and victimized. Instead of using nooses to hang us, they use their knees on our necks and stay there for 8.40 minutes or until we cry out, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. I want to be free. Again, this is why my Black is beautiful. Don't judge me by what you see or what you think of me. My hood does not define where I'm from. It encourages me to be a better person and also strive for greatness. How I know? First Lady Michelle Obama told me so. The first Black woman in the White House, the same White House that was built by the blood and sweat of my Black ancestors that stayed there and served tea and biscuits to every white president.
White man's face stricken as the verdict was read. Guilty on counts after placing his knee to George Floyd's neck. Justice was served today. News outlets and headlines read. Isn't justice equality from a system, regardless of your identity? As if the same system hadn't deemed walls more important than a Black woman. As if it hadn't taken a whole 24 hours to reach this verdict because Karens and Kens were in denial. As if they hadn't tried to blame drugs as the cause of a death despite a 9-minute video that had said otherwise. Or miraculous missing cam footage from the murderer. Isn't there really a difference between the two? As if there isn't a whole court case that says the police don't have to serve and protect. As if the same system hadn't allowed officers to mistake tasers for guns in the same city where knees are restraints or even a necklace. As if a 16-year-old girl hadn't been killed after calling the cops the same day this verdict was given. So no justice wasn't served, but accountability was given.
Hey, Mom, I know it's hard being a single mother. I don't blame you. You go through many challenges, but just know I am always going to be there for you. I am your sunshine to your darkness, your star that shines bright in the night sky. Never give up on yourself, and I will be there till the end of our days.
To you who is reading this, you are the best. You have done so much for the community. Sometimes when women say they suffer more than men, they don't agree. But just know that you are doing your best. As long as you are trying, working hard, and being strong, don't let anyone tell you that you can't win. Always put God first in all you do, and you will find greatness in your future.